Hey everybody, welcome to my channel Light by Kat. I'm Kat, and I wanted to talk to you all a little bit about my own spiritual awakening, and just give you all a little overview. I always love to hear other people's awakening stories, and I just wanted to give you all a little overview right now, very informally. This whole channel is very informal if you haven't noticed. If it expands, I'll get more gear and get a little bit more professional. Right now it's just handheld, me and my iPhone. But I have been officially awake now for about, it's 5 going on 6 years. I'm 27, I'll be 28 soon, and I awakened when I was 22. I awakened right after college. Literally, I graduated in May, and I remember I really awakened in June. I had a friend who was temporarily, she was visiting me for a little while in my apartment in the town where I had gone to school. And she showed me this YouTube channel of the Psychic Twins. And if you don't know, the Psychic Twins are these two ladies who are, middle-aged, and they are psychic twins. They finish each other's sentences, and they worked for, I believe, either the FBI or the CIA doing psychic work, helping. They had the gift of remote viewing, which is you can see where maybe someone has kidnapped someone and taken them somewhere, or, they're hiding out. They could say, oh, he's in Mexico, things like that. And these ladies had a YouTube video about how, there's the 4 different clairs. There's psychic abilities. There's clairvoyance, which is one we're most familiar with, clear seeing. Clairaudience, when you hear a message. Claircognizance, when you just know something. And the one I really connected to was clairsentience, which is just having a feeling. And so I, at that time, had a feeling that was the one that I was. I would just get feelings about things even before I really awoke. So she and I, just for fun, started testing my psychic abilities, almost as a joke. I would look at photos of her friends that I didn't know, and I would literally just say, oh, I think I just knew things about them. And she'd be like, wow, you're right. She has that problem. Her dad is like that, And I was getting them right, like one after the other, and it was really kind of crazy. So I got some tarot cards at that time. Like, I got a Doreen Virtue deck. I just got some crystals. I didn't know about any of this stuff at all. I just got them very intuitively. I think I got a rose quartz, a selenite, and an amethyst at like a local market one day. I didn't know that those were like your crystal starter pack. And I accidentally made a crystal grid with them that year, and like got really high off of the crystal energy. I placed them on my body intuitively. And I didn't know anything about crystal grids then. And books just started coming to me. I found in a sort of a secondhand store, I found Conversations with God Part 2, which is a really interesting book where this minister talks to God over the course of, I think, about a year, and just gets information from God straight from the source, as opposed to just using scripture. And that's a really interesting book. And I also got a book called 10 Things Dead People Want You to Know. And it was about this, I think it's written by an ex-finance guy in New York. And this is a New York Times best-selling book. And it talks about how, people on the other side are rooting for you. There is life after death. This is a malleable reality. It discusses all the spiritual laws. So I was really, over the course of that year, getting this beautiful education. And I ended up going to Scotland. I won't get into reasons why, but right now. But just for brevity, I was in Scotland, and I was in an apartment about in August of that same year that I awoke, and I ended up being very sick. So I had a lot of time to myself, and I just had been getting a bunch of messages about angels. And I had been Googling angels a lot and wanting to contact them. And so I decided one day as I was doing my laundry to just say, angels, if you're there and if you're real, please contact me. And within 5 minutes of saying that, I remember I was unloading laundry from the laundry machine, and a feather just popped out of my sock when I inside outed a sock, a white feather. And it was from a pillow in the room, I'm sure, but I had never seen any. And I had been living there for a few weeks, and it wasn't like this pillow was just shedding feathers. And so then after that, I think I want to say the next day, maybe, I ended up contacting Archangel Michael, and he came and he was in the room with me, and I asked him not to be in my peripheral vision, like where my hand is, so that I couldn't see him, because, if you read any scripture from any religion, you know that angels are very, they use the word terrifying. They are awesome. They inspire awe. And I wasn't ready to see an angel. So I just had him in the room with me and spoke with him, and I met my angel guides as well. So it was a really beautiful experience, and I think that Spirit often will either get us sick if we need to get out of a situation we're in that's toxic for us, and the Spirit will say, oh, slam the body down, you're sick now. And that's often when we will get our spiritual awakenings. And that was definitely the case for me. But I won't get into too much right now. I'll just kind of leave it at that for the time being, and I'll fill in some more details later. But anyway, I'm Kat. Thanks so much for being here, and please subscribe and like the video, because as you noticed, I don't have many subscribers right now. Thank you all so much, and I will see you in another video. Bye.